You know me. I'm Terry over at Sewing RV Style, and today I have a fun, absolutely beginner-friendly tote bag that I'm going to make with you. It is great for a last-minute gift or just to carry to the market or something. Look at this. Here's the back, and here is the front. I love the pickup truck. It is so cute. And I made one big long pocket going across the inside as well with box corners. And here it is, ready to go to the market. So now let's talk about the things that we're going to need. So you need a dish drying mat. I also got this tea towel, and that's going to be our handles, and it's 15 by 25. So our handles are obviously going to be 25 inches. And then I'm going to use my webbing. It's 1 inch, and those all cut 25 inches. So they're just like the tea towel. And don't forget to burn your ends so that it won't ravel on you. And we'll cover those. And then I'm going to use the boxy tool today. If you don't have it, just get your ruler. Like I use this one a lot. I have several of them actually in this size. They're 2.5 inches. So if you're making a 2.5 inch box quarter, this is perfect. If we have leftover of the tea towel, I may put an inside pocket on. I just don't want to have you guys spend more money. I want to keep it somewhere around the $10 range for you. Hey, quick tip. When looking at my placemat, my dish drying mats, remember I said this one had one upside down, and that would be like the top of the bag? Well, luckily I bought like 6 of them. So I went through my stack, and look at this one. It's perfect. So I have 2 like this. I'll use the other one for a basket or cosmetic bag, or cut it and make a burlap bag with it, something. But look at them at the store before you buy directional. Okay, we got our handles all burnt. And you see, you just do it over the flame real quick. And I just do it on my gas stove. Lots of people use a lighter. It's just as easy for me to do it on the gas stove. So let's get to cutting our tea towel to cover these straps. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the bottom of the tea towels that are hemmed on because we're not putting a lining in. And so this is already turned over. Let's take it and use it to our advantage. Okay, get your tea towel lined up straight because, you know, just because it's a finished project does not make it straight. I put my fingers on the inside, hold it, shake it, and make sure that bottom is nice and straight. Lay it on my cutting mat, lay it out, and we're going to need 2 5-inch cuts for our straps. So I'm going to take my ruler, line up a line at the bottom fold on the 5-inch and on the side at 5-inch. So I'll have 5 inches left over. So we have our handles done, and I think they turned out really cute. And I have a full tutorial just on making the covered handles. So I'll leave that in the description for you to watch after this. Now let's get them attached to our bag. Okay, again, remember no lining insides. And I could easily attach my handles to the outside to look similar to that, but I think I want mine on the inside. So the raw edges are on the inside. So make sure if it's directional, you have the top going up and just flip it over. And then all I'm going to do is I always put the edge that they came together, I'm going to say the raw edge, towards the inside. Because this is a lot of thickness already, and then you have your dish drying mat, I am not folding them back up on themselves. I'm just going to put them in like this and do it about 1 inch down. And I'm putting my ruler at the 5.5 inch on the edge, and then I'm just going to clip them. And then you can try your bag when you get it like this, put it over your shoulder and see if that works for you. And again, 1 inch down and 5.5, got that all lined up. And make sure my handle is not twisted. That's why I always put that raw edge side towards the inside. Okay, before I get too much further, I'm just going to put it under, over my shoulder. Look under my arm, and does that give me enough room? And if not, move your handles the way you want them to be. Okay, then the last test I do before I start sewing is lay them on top of each other and make sure that my handles are lined up. And so this one I'm going to move over about 1/8 of an inch. And then when I go to sew, I know everything's matched up. All right, go ahead and sew probably 4 or 5 times right here. You could even do the little box if you want to. So I'm getting ready to make our inside pocket. And one of the things, I've got this raw edge, and you know it's a tea towel, it's going to ravel. So I am taking my overlock, and on my machine, it is number 11 right here. And I am going to just stitch all the way down this raw edge to help it so it won't fray. Okay, here is what it looks like when it's done. And now I'm going to take that edge of the towel, and I will fold it over 1/4 of an inch and sew all the way down it again. Okay, now I have lots of options. I could make a couple of pockets on each side of the inside, probably 2 on one side and 1 on the other, and make them about like this and sew them on. And then I could even run a casing of elastic through the top so it's a little bit more stretchy and hold things in. I can also take it, even though they're going sideways, and put it like that so it's going all the way across, and then make like 3 nice size pockets on one side. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing on this one. And just sew straight across each side and then divide it into thirds. All right, so as I said, I decided to take what was left of the tea towel and make 3 big pockets. But I want you to leave in the comments below, how would you make your pockets? Let me know. And yes, I do know that they're going sideways, but it's inside the bag. So now I have, if you can see these purple lines from my friction marker, and it is iron erasable, so I'm just going to put my iron over it and see how they just disappear. We'll do it again over here. And then they just disappear and you can't see them anymore. And then from the front, This is what it looks like. So I've got my little lines right there, but they'll just kind of disappear as well. And then make sure to backstitch several times at the top of your lines, even on the sides, even though we're going to do encase those, because that's your stress points. So you have room for your keys, your phone, and pen and paper. So now let's go over and box our corners, and we are almost done. So this is a 2.5-inch ruler. I showed you that earlier, and I'm placing it here because I just want to see if I did 2.5-inch box corners, that would leave me, an 1.5 inches between where the bottom of my pocket is and the bottom of the bag. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do 2-inch corners, which would be this black line. And that'll give me plenty of room for this to sit more like in the middle of the bag. Okay, so I'm taking my boxy bag tool, and you can see the little 2-inch marks, and I am placing it so it's at the bottom and the side, and they line up, and this is the part we're cutting out. Okay, if I do not have a boxy tool to help me, I can take my any ruler that I have and line up the 2-inch mark on the side here and at the bottom. And then I'm just going to take any marker that I have and mark that. And then I can use my rotary cutter and a ruler, or I could even pick up my scissors, which I know a lot of people like. Just be careful right there at that corner. Okay, go ahead and get them cut out on both your front and your back, and we will get everything sewed up. So close to being done, you guys. We have our handles on, we have our inside pocket on. We're going to take and put right sides together on our bags and start at the top, because if you're off any, it's better to be off at the bottom than the top. And we are just going to start pinning, and I usually take and clip the top and the bottom, and then I just work everything else in. And go ahead and clip everything. And then we're going to sew our 2 side seams and our bottom. All right, so we got our sides all done, our bottom. Now let's get these corners boxed, and we are done with this bag. That's why I say I made it very easy, because you may just want it for, you need a bag for the weekend, you know, the holidays, just something to take, or a last minute hostess gift. This is a really quick one, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. So go ahead and get your corners all boxed, and again, you're going to pull them apart, line up your seams. I spread my seam allowance out there so that it will go smoothly over under my needle. And take your time, this is a lot of fabric. And don't forget to backstitch at the beginning and the end. Let's get this sewn up and we're done. Remember to go slow over all these thicknesses. And that's all there is to it. Now let's get this thing turned and see what we made. And here, let me show you this side with the pickup truck. You can take it to the farmer's market and see our inside pockets and our inside handles. It is perfect to take to the market with you and just grab and go, and it is very big. All right, I'm Terry with Sewing RV Style. If you like this video and want to see more, hit subscribe because you'll be the first one to know when they come out on our YouTube channel. All right, see you next time.